What if you could live in your own home for free? Imagine owning a property, living in one unit and having your tenants pay your mortgage. Sounds too good to be true? It's not. It's called house hacking, and it's one of the easiest ways to build wealth through real estate. Owning real estate is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth, but paying a mortgage out of pocket can be expensive. That's where house hacking comes in. It allows you to live in a property while your tenants cover your mortgage, helping you save money, build equity, and create long-term financial freedom. The best part? You don't need tons of money to get started. With owner-occupied financing, you can secure a low-interest loan and put down as little as 3 to 5% while living in your investment property. In this video, I'll walk you through how to buy a multi-unit property, qualify for the best financing, and turn your home into a cash-flowing asset, so you can keep growing your portfolio and achieving financial independence. Let's get started. Buy a 2 to 4 unit property. The foundation of house hacking is purchasing a 2 to 4 unit property instead of a single-family home. Why? Because a multi-unit property allows you to live in one unit while renting out the others, significantly reducing or even eliminating your housing costs. Unlike a traditional investment property, you can qualify for owner-occupied financing, which comes with lower down payments and better interest rates. This makes house hacking one of the most affordable ways to start real estate investing. When choosing a property, location is key. Look for a home in a growing market with strong rental demand, as this increases your chances of keeping units occupied. You also want a property where rental income from the other units can cover most or all of your mortgage. This ensures that while you're living in one unit, your tenants are helping you build wealth by paying down your loan. It's also important to consider the condition of the property. A home that is move-in ready or needs only minor repairs will save you time and money up front. While fixer-uppers can offer great deals, they also require additional investment and effort, which might not be ideal for first-time house hackers. By selecting the right property in the right market, you set yourself up for long-term financial success. House hacking isn't just about saving money on rent, it's about creating an asset that generates income and builds equity over time. Take advantage of owner-occupied financing. One of the biggest advantages of house hacking is the ability to secure owner-occupied financing, which offers lower interest rates and smaller down payments compared to traditional investment property loans. The catch? You must live in the property for at least 1 year to qualify. Lenders offer special loan programs designed for homeowners, making it easier to get started in real estate with little to no money down. Here are some of the best financing options. FHA loan, 3.5% down. Ideal for first-time buyers or those with lower credit scores. This government-backed loan allows you to enter the market with a minimal down payment. Conventional loan, 3 to 5% down. A great option for buyers with good credit who want to secure lower mortgage insurance costs. VA loan, 0% down. If you're a veteran or an active duty service member, you can buy a multi-unit property with no down payment and no private mortgage insurance, or PMI. With these loan options, you don't need a massive upfront investment to start house hacking. Instead of waiting years to save a large down payment, you can leverage these financing programs to buy a property, live in one unit, and let your tenants cover your mortgage, all while building equity and wealth over time. Live for free while your tenants pay your mortgage. Once you move into your property, the real magic of house hacking begins. Your tenants start covering your mortgage, allowing you to live for free or at a significantly reduced cost. Instead of paying rent or a full mortgage out of pocket, you're turning your home into an income-generating asset. Here's how it works. Imagine you purchase a triplex, a 3-unit property, with a $4,400 monthly mortgage. You live in one unit and rent out the other 2 for $2,200 each. That's $4,400 in rental income, which completely covers your mortgage payment, so you are living rent-free and gaining equity on the money you leveraged from the bank on your investment. You can earn even more if you furnish the other 2 units and rent them out on Airbnb or Vrbo. Not interested in the short-term rental headache? They can be mid-term rentals with stays of 30 days or more. The furnished mid-term rental market experienced significant growth in 2023. Notably, there was a 94% year-over-year increase in nights sold for bookings of 30 days or more in the U.S. This surge is attributed to factors such as the rise of remote work and the increasing need for flexible housing solutions. Personally, I turn most of my rentals into furnished mid-term rentals and have had fabulous success. They are solidly booked all the time, and my occupancy for these units are near 100%. Obviously, you will want to do some research on your specific rental market and furnished rental rates. In my markets in the Pacific Northwest, I easily earn 35% more rent doing a midterm furnished rental over a standard lease. This enables you to cover all your costs for furniture and outfitting the Airbnbs within the first year. After that, you are really in the green. If you take the previously mentioned standard rent example and add 35% for if they are furnished, you get $2,970 a unit. So $5,940 in total a month to cover your $4,400 mortgage and pocket the rest after keeping a little money in reserves for repairs. In a year's time, you can move out and repeat this process. In the second year, you will likely be able to raise your rents 3%. With all 3 example units furnished and rented, and your new 3% higher rents, you are making $3,059 a unit, or a whopping $9,177 in total a month. This property is now cash flowing nearly $4,800 a month after covering the mortgage. I'd suggest keeping 10% of those profits in reserves for a rainy day, though, as maintenance and repairs are inevitable and just part of the business. Adversely, let's say you go the traditional rental route and rent the other 2 units on a 1-year lease while you live in one of the units. Your mortgage might be higher than your income from the other 2 units, depending on your interest rate and how much money you put down. Even if the rent doesn't fully cover your mortgage, your out-of-pocket expenses will still be much lower than if you were paying rent or a mortgage on a single-family home. Plus, you're building equity in your property, benefiting from appreciation and reducing your cost of living, all at the same time. After you move out and you are renting all 3 units, they should more than cover the mortgage even if you are renting them the traditional year lease way. When analyzing a potential 2 to 4 unit property to buy, make sure their current rent or projected rent, when all units are being rented by tenants, covers the mortgage. If they do not, then that's not the property for you. Go back to the drawing board and crunch the numbers on other investment properties. Never get emotionally attached when prospecting multifamily investment properties. You can sacrifice some of your current comfortability in your living style if that means it is a better investment for your future self. This delayed gratification will come back tenfold. Real estate offers significant tax benefits that can maximize profits. Investors can deduct depreciation, spreading the property's cost over time to reduce taxable income. Mortgage interest and property taxes are also deductible, lowering overall expenses. Through a 1031 exchange, capital gains taxes can also be deferred by reinvesting in another property. Selling a property through a 1031 exchange qualifies for lower capital gains tax rates, and primary homeowners may exclude up to $500,000 in gains. Additionally, some rental income qualifies for a 20% QBI, or qualified business income tax deduction, while repairs and maintenance costs are fully deductible. Lastly, cash-out refinancing allows investors to access funds tax-free. By using these strategies, you turn your biggest expense, housing, into an opportunity to build passive income, wealth, and set yourself up for long-term financial success. Rinse and repeat. Once you've lived in your property for at least a year, you can move out and repeat the process to grow your real estate portfolio. This is the key to building long-term wealth without needing a ton of money up front. Here's how it works. Buy another 2 to 4 unit property using the same type of low down payment loan. Since you'll be living in the new property, you'll still qualify for owner-occupied financing, keeping your costs low. Move into the new property and rent out the unit you were previously living in. Now your first property becomes a full rental, meaning all units are generating rental income. This turns it into a cash-flowing asset that continues to pay you every month. Repeat this process every 1 to 2 years, continuing to buy new multi-unit properties, live in one unit, and rent out the rest. Each time you move, you add another rental property to your portfolio without making a massive financial commitment. By following this strategy, you'll own multiple properties that generate passive income, all while your tenants help pay off your loans. Over time, as your properties increase in value, your wealth grows even more through appreciation. This is how many successful real estate investors start small and gradually build financial freedom and generational wealth, one property at a time. Why most people don't do this versus how you can. Even though house hacking is one of the simplest ways to get into real estate investing, many people never take action. Why? Because they believe common myths that make it seem harder than it really is. Let's break those down. I need a ton of money to invest. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. Many people assume you need a 20% down payment, but that's not true. With an FHA loan, you can start with just 3.5% down, which could be as little as a few $1,000s depending on your market. This makes real estate investing much more accessible than most people realize. I don't want to be a landlord. Some people avoid house hacking because they don't want to deal with tenants. But here's the thing. Being a landlord doesn't mean you have to do everything yourself. You can hire a property manager to handle tenant screening, rent collection, and maintenance, while you enjoy passive income. And since you're living in the same building, it's easier to manage things yourself if you choose to. It's too risky. Many fear that real estate is a risky investment. But when you house hack, your risk is actually lower than if you bought a regular single-family home. Why? Because instead of paying the full mortgage yourself, your tenants are covering most or even all of your housing costs. Plus, real estate tends to increase in value over time, meaning you're also building wealth as your property appreciates. The reality is, house hacking is one of the safest and smartest ways to start investing in real estate, even if you have little money or experience. Instead of letting these myths hold you back, you can use this strategy to live for free, build wealth, and eventually own multiple cash-flowing properties. So what's stopping you? Are you ready to take the first step and start your journey to financial freedom? Let us know in the comments. House hacking is a game changer for anyone who wants to stop wasting money on rent, start building wealth, and create long-term financial freedom. Instead of paying someone else's mortgage, why not let your tenants pay yours? If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more real estate investing tips. So the big question is, are you ready to take action? I want to hear from you. See you in the next video.